I forgot to put my camera back in place. All right, starting today. We're going in. We're going in and meeting the Arathi. As always, the all the things list is currently set to this character only. And I need more skins. That's what I need. I need more skins. I also might need to visit the bank.
By the light, it shines as brightly as the sun. Are those airships? But we're underground.
Well, underground ships don't sound very good, does it?
What can I do?
Find out if the people of Hallowfall will stand with us as allies. I'm ready.
I hear the radiant song. Is it coming from that crystal?
Oh, we fly him? You going? Well, I can't. I've already see something over here that I need to read. Cave? Is it further? Ah, it's over here. Oh no. Not the crab people. What should one do in his last moments, if not praising the light of our grand empire and the light of our emperor? Approaching my last breath, I, Elvain, a paladin and bringer of the light to the darkened sights, will write my own eulogy. I spread the light of Beladar through these light-forsaken creeks and chasms. I bring the light to take a stand and banish the darkness. With my life, I have vowed to complete this task, and it is with my death that I have expanded the Arathi's reach. We are seekers of light. We are the holders of the eternal brazier of our emperor. The flames of light guides us wherever we stride. We are the stars that guide through the never-ending night. My life for the Empire, my life for the Emperor. Okay, are we meeting the God Emperor of the Arathi? Okay. I read it. Nope. Oh, it's right there.
The Nerubians breached the Aegis wall, Farron. The darkness forced us back.
Your fear of the dark will kill
Why are you
us
so
all,
tall?
General. We'll never survive unless...
Quiet, Lamplighter. Outsiders are here. Who are you?
Friendly outsiders are not common in Hallowfall, only enemies emerging from the shadows. But you seem comfortable in the light, despite how unusual you may appear. I would welcome you, were we not in the midst of a crisis. The Arathi should know about trolls. But I mean, I guess they've been away from trolls for a long time. Maybe not. Probably so far outside of a living memory that they're just myths, if even that.
Be strong, my friend.
Many in Hallowfall will call you outsider. I would call you friend. I would also ask for your help. If you are no stranger to combat, desperate times forge strong friendships. General Steelstrike ordered the army to fall back from the Nerubian onslaught. In doing so, she abandoned a lamplighter and many troops to the darkness. I may not be able to save them on my own, but with your help, I may succeed. If you're willing, ride with me or meet me there.
We carry the flame into the unknown. I'm Farron, lamplighter of Hallowfall. I have a relief cart prepped for the war. Will you join me?
Anduin. I'm an adventurer, exploring Kazalgar with my friend.
Well, if I don't take this, I lose out on more. So I'm gonna take it. And I'm afraid of just walking away for it to disappear. So we'll just take it now and come back for quests.
That crystal.
Star. We call it a star. Belladar, the Emperor's vision of holy light.
A vision of light. Deep under the ground.
We're the Hallowfall expedition of the Arathi Empire. We followed our Emperor's sacred vision across the sea to fight in Renalash, the final battle between light and dark. As we crossed the sea, we were caught in a storm. The fleet was, enveloped in golden radiance. In a flash, our entire armada was transported down here.
You've been down here fighting the Nerubians ever since?
I was just a child. The only child when we were marooned. The Nerubians have never ceased their hostility. They crawl up from their kingdom seeking a fight and try to drag us down into the darkness. Steel Strike's army does well beneath Belladar's light. Those bugs are good at extinguishing hope. We Lamplighters have trained to charge into the darkness. We save those who are lost and keep the Dawn Towers lit. We're here. Great Chiron! You're alive!
Farron, your courage acquits you well, young lamplighter.
Okay, so what are the bets on Anduin marrying Farron? What's the bets there?
Belladar.
I think it is probably more likely than it should be, but we won't know for another 10 years real life. So it doesn't matter. Delver's Call. Call for any who can swing a sword or sling a spell. The Nerubians perform foul rituals in the shadow of our once beautiful Aegis wall. Word is that a dark temple dedicated to their cursed gods rests beneath the ground. Someone must investigate this foul place and put an end to their scheme. And immediately untrack that. I'll get to the delves whenever I get to them.
Greetings, outsider. We are the warriors of the sacred flame.
She got pointed ears, but she don't got the eyebrows. She's clearly, like, at most a half-elf. The only reason I'm saying is because there's the little option here to ask. You're sailing towards glorious light to secure the Emperor's vision. You were to bring back a victory for the Empire. The last thing I ever expected was to have to create a life here. Ah, the ears. Legend says that when the Arathi first settled at our home, we were two peoples, humans, and the High Elves, who joined them to help teach magic. They built the foundations of the Arathi Empire together and became one. We have remained united ever since. I'm not an elf, I am an Arathi.
We are
Or
all
morale.
the Emperor's subjects.
Please excuse my husband's rudeness. He wasn't rude to me. Yet. When we signed up for our expedition, we expected to be away from our families for a few years at worst. Instead, we settled here as we guard against, well, against the end. Against Renalash. Who knows when our watch will end? I've been stockpiling a cache of wine from our church vineyards. to share with everyone when tensions got high. Hiding place, Rumshackle, has been overrun by creatures. Can you get the wine for me?
The Empire's light will banish the darkness.
I guess this is rude, but also suspicion of outsiders is not necessarily a bad thing. A reasonable amount of suspicion for people you don't know is healthy. That's why you don't talk to strangers when you're a child. Like, this is common sense.
Beware the
Suspicious minds. For many years, the only non-Arathi we ever saw in Hallowfall were trying to kill us. Nerubians, shadow creatures, beasts. So, forgive me if I view your sudden arrival with suspicion. However, my better half would urge me to be more welcoming. I want to try to be better, for her. Some of the salamanders in Rumshackle have been bothering us. Keep them, kill them, and bring me proof.
For the Empire.
Oh, he didn't refer to me by race, only by name. How does he know my name? I never told him. Ah! Proof that the name's over everyone's heads. It's universal, and the NPCs have that also. Velver Skull, Mycomancer Cavern, Spice needs need. Spice help needed. Hungarians, the Mycomancer. Spice help needed. Mycomancer Caverns. Been raiding spice crates bound for Laurel's Crossing. Someone needs to go into these caverns and push back the Hungarian menace. We will pay. Will pay well. I do like this. This is nice. Where you approach a quest giver and they say something. That's good. Keep that. Care package. My cousin Sophet. I came to Hallowfall together as stalwarts. Since arriving, we both lived here in Dunel's kindness for years. But she left last year to follow her dream of being one of our airship captains. Or at least joining an airship crew. She's a strong person, but I don't know how she's doing, especially without Innkeeper Valoran's sweet rolls. I can't get them at Lightspark Sky Academy. Will you take these to her and make sure she's doing alright?
The Empire's light will banish the darkness.
Care and feeding of the Imperial Lynx. This will go over here. Is my other read later things. Oh, there's one more.
Sacred flame guide
Status
your
report.
way, friend.
Airships give the Arathi army command of the skies, but roads are the lifeblood of empires. My scouts protect and light the passageways of Hallowfall for our citizens. One such patrol has been late to report their walk the Eastern Road. Seek my missing scouts by the sight of smoke or flame. Arathi soldiers know better than to linger in the dark.
Always be prepared.
Alright, let's reapply poisons. Oh, my auctions have probably expired. Valene. That means I've got like 50 old world recipes sitting in my... Oh no. Hold on. Valene. Draken Accord. Oh, that's the Tears Guard, because I did the Tears Guard questline from like just right before the expansion launched. Unforeseen. He's level 80 though. He's level 80 though. I'm level 79, but he's got a lot of health. 2. Okay. Null Lotus. Viridescent spores. Microblend.
Belladar shift in your favor.
Man does not meet your gaze.
Stay productive in the light. Vigilant in the night.
Seek the lost.
Stay alert.
Guard our ways, repel the dark, civilize this twisted land. All in the name of our empire. This is the mission of the Arathi army. A mission I can heed no longer. I am afraid. I won't go back into the dark, not after what I've seen. If Mavist or any of my other companions survived, they must crave the mercy of a swift death. And I left them to that terror. Tell Captain Trueflame her scouts died in darkness one by one.
When the star shifts, seek
I won't
shelter.
go back into the darkness. Can't. Okay, a little bit of body horror going on. A bunch of wasps sprouting out of a body.
Outsider. May the shadows pass you by. Always be prepared. For the Empire, the flame burns for
Stem the
all
flow.
of us.
The roads were meant to be lit, but the path was overgrown. The lanterns dark, warming, frothing, and reeking with rot. It all happened so fast. By the time we realized the danger, the beasts were upon us. The largest of them was huge and black as night. It is our duty to slay monsters and push back the darkness. But the thought of going back fills me with fear. I've lost my nerve. You, outsider, can still make this right.
Beware the shadows.
Mow the masses.
Stay productive
Harvest.
in the light.
Mavist
Vigilant
and
in
I
the
broke
night.
away from the others and fled. Their screams left in our wake. Foul muck smothered our lanterns, and we stumbled in the dark through knee-high waters. I heard a splash like she had tripped and fallen in, but I couldn't bring myself to look back. Only later did I find the tiny bite marks on my ankles. Be warned, there's something in the water. I took notice of frogs growing from the pools. Swarming insects feast on their sickly nectar. Destroy those plants. Starve the beasts.
Stay alert.
Skins! Wait. Why can I skin that fungal infester? Okay, it didn't give me anything, but why can I skin it? Why is that not marked as herbalism? $1 million damage. Jump to get rid of the bugs. Okay. I'm absolutely just following this person around to skin all their kills. Absolutely. Oh, right. I need to use my cooldowns. I need to use my cooldowns. That's relatively important. Oh, I did get Myco Bloom from it. So, Skinners, for some reason, I think this is unintentional. I think this is unintentional. Skinners can get Myco Bloom from these enemies. Okay, first cooldown. Sunless Carapace. The second cooldown. There you are. Nothing. This is about where enemies just start doing damage because I'm approaching the end of the leveling experience. I want more wasps. I don't care about the mushroom people. I want to skin wasps. Bug brisket. Can I teleport up to that man? I can. I keep on doing that. Ah, there we are. A lot of damage. A lot of damage. When you step boldly into the mire, I felt a trickle of courage return.
We are the seekers of
Stem the
light.
flow. You're alive.
When the stars
Mow the masses.
seek shelter.
In the dark, even the plants want us dead.
May the shadows
What
pass
grows
by.
in the dark.
Always be prepared.
We are told never to walk in the darkness. Carry light wherever we go. Thought of returning this way filled me with dread, but your courage shines with splendor. At your side, my way is lit. No more hiding. The beast clad in black, right, the one that killed my friends, dies in that cave. I am with you.
When the star shifts, seek shelter.
There's our guy. A couple little ones near him. Stop. Stop attacking. Jeez. Hurts so much. Hurts to an unreasonable degree. Random bits of meat.
We are the Seekers of Light.
Wait. Waysheim? Waysheim? I never even looked at his name. Wayshine. Told me everything. A debt of gratitude is owed.
For the Empire.
Side quest complete. Item level upgrade. Oh look, more bots. Do I need to go back to my chat settings? Okay, my moderation filter did not allow that phrase. It's still active. Don't know why people are still getting through it. Skins. Are they leather or scales? Scales. You know, these should really be dropping leather. These should be really dropping leather. They shouldn't be dropping chitin. My candle over here. Just every once in a while. I think it's due to Shadow Step. My candle will teleport off my helmet and just be off to the side somewhere. Salamancer's done. I'm out of the area. Very small area around here that has the wine. There we are.
You carry your torch
Suspicious
to
minds.
light the city.
Others may be satisfied with it. With just your word. I am not.
Stay productive in the light.
You have helped.
Vigilant in the night.
Not an upgrade.
The Emperor rewards the faithful.
For morale,
Take your leave.
imagine 20 Arathi huddling under the safety of a single light for 10 years. Imagine they're waiting for a chance to let their hair down with a good drink with their comrades. Now imagine how they'll feel once they hear the wine is gone.
Obey the testament of
Thank you,
Merildar.
Oakley. Excellent. Yeah, I have 2 pieces of upgraded gear right now. We'll hit up the main quest a little bit. Because it's closer.
We're here.
Fear not the dark.
Great Chiron! You're
Outsider,
alive.
the Nerubians took us by surprise.
Farron, your courage acquits you well, young lamplighter.
The army went into retreat when the wall was breached. I've been keeping them away from this tower, but I could certainly use your help.
We venture into shadow.
Who are you, Chiron? I served the Empire for many years before coming to Hallowfall as a warden in our military. When we first arrived in Hallowfall, I volunteered to lead a group in scouting the land. We found that areas were defensible. What areas were defensible? What was overrun by Nerubians and the Phobos, and laid a foundation for the defense of Merildar. I found my calling late in life, bound to a star of prophecy in an unlikely land beneath the ground. I would see all those that walk in the light of the sacred flame survive the day. Tell me about the Lamplighters. It is not easy to face darkness you know. You know is dangerous. That's even more true in a cave. We Lamplighters are the ones who brave the darkness, make sure Arathi dawn towers are lit and our people are safe. We frequently have strong disagreements with the military, but we're free to do what we believe we must. We're few in number, to be sure, and our willingness to face the darkness in spite of our fears is seen as unusual. But when a lamplighter arrives, the Arathi's hopes grow brighter. Tunnel trouble.
In service to others, we
It's
find
good
our flame.
to have new allies here. Together, we have much better chances of protecting this tower. The Nerubians have overwhelmed us. If we're going to have any chance against them, we need to destroy the burrows that they're using and come under the wall. If you can handle that, we will survey the field, top the wall, and meet you there.
We help those lost to the
If you can handle
darkness.
Igniting hope.
If you are lost in
One
darkness,
dawn tower has fallen.
we are here
Faint
to
glimmer
help.
of hope remains, with the smaller key flame atop the wall. That? The shattered remnants needed to sustain that light were taken by the Nerubians. Gather the remnants from Nerubians you slay and help ignite a beacon of hope.
Don't give in. The Dawn Tower won't be enough to hold them back. The Nerubians have gotten braver.
We must ignite the key flame on the wall. Its sacred flame will keep the Nerubians at bay.
Okay. Man, I really hope you're not a rogue that depends on being in stealth to get, like, a bunch of your damage done. Man, that would really suck, wouldn't it? Why can't I skin the Nerubians? I swear I could back in Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, this last level is gonna be real quick. Expected it to be honest. That's a lot of damage on me. It's fine. Why is this man following me? I mean, he's probably just on the same quest as me, but... Touch. Touch. Or... Fine. That's the key. Light brings...
I will see you through the shadow.
An empowered key flame will be great help.
In my heart,
With the
there is
light
fire.
of the flame, I see hope that we will drive the Nerubians back.
Despite everything, the Arathi find joy.
Tunnel trouble.
Search the shadows.
Excellent. If you didn't,
Lead them home.
we don't have to worry about the Nerubians stabbing us in the back. We can deal with those pouring through below.
We keep the dawn towers lit.
The only good spider.
Flame brings hope.
If we don't stem the tide of Nerubians climbing up to us, nothing else will matter. Their numbers are just too great. We need to delay their onslaught to buy the people at Hallowfall time to prepare. The wall still serves as a very effective choke point. Do what you can to thin their numbers.
We must confront.
Why, hello, Cauliflowers.
We cannot
Hello.
hide from evil.
I'm not very far into
A
Hallowfall. Just a little bit in.
brings hope.
Good people died here today. A lot of them. Every wrathy soldier carries a tinderbox. It represents their devotion to the sacred flame. Many use it as a focus to bring forth the flame's light. In the dark places beyond the light of Beladar, the sacred flame brings hope. With the Nerubian attack, we can't recover their bodies, but we must retrieve these symbols to venerate their sacrifice. Then use this torch to burn their bodies. The best funeral we can offer.
Bishui Arathi are consecrated in the sacred flame. Do not leave my people on the field.
Oh. Well, I appreciate that from him. Yeah. He's been popping in to talk with me every couple months. For what? Since Dragonflight released. And I really started doing this more often. Granted, there was a couple times where we well, I mean, it is kind of new content now, so it makes sense, but I mean, with every other game just wanting all of your time, you gotta pick and choose sometimes. And Warcraft is not the worst of choices. Bottle there. What's the bottle do? Move quickly in the cold darkness that covers you. Haste and damage taken. No, I'm good. No, thank you. Did you end up finishing the Whelpling daycare? I know I did. Oh, the people I'm supposed to be touching are down there. That's why I'm not finding them up here. Touch the peoples. Yeah, so far, this seems to be just taking what they did in Dragonflight and trying to improve on it. So there's not really much new here. It's just a continuation of what they were doing in Dragonflight, but a little more refined. This is not necessarily a bad thing. Well, it's there forever now. It's there forever now. So anytime you got the time or the desire, you can go back and do some more of it. Oh, that's a rare. I thought it was just some dude. Yes, this is War Within. This is War Within. This is the third zone. This is the third zone. And I read all the quests out loud, so there will absolutely be spoilers for the storyline. So just, if that's something you're concerned with, definitely want to be careful. Is that an upgrade? It is an upgrade. Oh, hey, that was also an upgrade. Well, that's nice. Luckily, well, luckily, the things I'm currently looking at is probably the zone they've spoiled the most of in all the trailers and everything. Because Hallowfall is the area that they're super proud of because it's got that giant crystal in the ceiling. Yeah, and they're super proud of having the one-armed lady.
We owe our service to those in
You recovered the
need.
tinder boxes? Yes, I have.
Don't give in to fear.
Thank you.
These were true Arathi, holding onto hope in the very heart of shadow.
Not all who wander the darkness,
The only good
so
spider?
they seek the light of the sacred flame now. Come, their killers still live.
This is a good start. There are still many more Nerubians coming from below. We must turn our attention to those already inside Hallowfall.
In service to others,
We are a light in the darkness.
Rally on the Dawnbreaker. Is this one of your airships? It's critical, with so many Nerubians pouring through the Aegis Wall, that we defend our airships docked at Penir's Ascent. The Nerubians have always outnumbered us, but our fleet allows us to concentrate our defenders where they are attacking, as well as allowing us to bombard them from the safety of the skies. If we lose our armada, our hope fades dramatically. Hopes fade dramatically. Meet us there when you can.
Despite
Look, those Nerubians are fleeing.
not fleeing, advancing. They mean to destroy our air docks.
I'm getting major Game of Thrones vibes from this quest chain so far. But there was major Warhammer 40k vibes from the last zone, so maybe Blizzard got tired of people stealing their concepts and are just taking stuff back. Or just stealing stuff back. That, or maybe they're having problems with level of creativity. There's no menu go in the skywriting here. I saw that. This is what I saw. Underground? Hey, I appreciate anyone stopping in and saying hi. It's always nice that people occasionally take notice. What is this? Quickly reading the ritual, you can tell that everything is set up to start the ritual, but for some reason the Xaran cultists appear to have died before being able to obtain the item. What could go wrong? Man, the amount of damage you take at this level is extreme. It's really bad, actually. It's a lot of damage. Touch the thing. Shadowed Essence. A level 80 trinket. Entering combat summons an orb of dark power to system. I don't know what that means. we'll play with it later. It is soulbound, so. I see it. Duel of something another. Massive chunk. Just some sapphires. Cool.
My faith kindles my
Directly
hope.
on the Dawnbreaker. I'm glad you're with us. Without our airships, we have little chance of holding back the Nerubians in the long run. Say nothing of our dock workers. We're safe below deck. Let's see to the defense.
A beacon in the dark. We carry the flame into the unknown.
Siege weapon sabotage. If we're going to hold the Nerubians back, we have to deal with their siege weapons. Around Tanir's ascent, there are kegs of black powder to supply our ships for combat. Since the Nerubians have caught these ships on the ground, let's put that powder to work. Gather some barrels, take them down. The Nerubian siege weapons.
In my heart, there is fire.
For their eyes only.
We venture into shadow.
We've fought the Nerubians since we arrived. Their attacks have not risen to this level in a long time. These airship docks are clearly a target, but if they have any others, they're a larger goal. The Nerubians carry shadecasters with orders from their queen. We need to learn what we can of their plans and intentions. And recovering a few of those shadecasters is the best way we can do so.
We help.
Chiron, the Dawn Tower isn't lit. If Beladar should shift,
You're right. Your new friends can protect the people. We must ignite the sacred flame.
Dead Zoe. Not an upgrade.
Have been spun. They will get their fated final war. The tendrils of shadow are sinking into this land. Utilize their field to strike them down. Ashkahet will rise.
Ashkahet.
Prove your worth. Earn your ascension.
Let me up. Okay, I can't pickpocket that thing, even though it's tagged as a humanoid. Oh, right. The siege weapons. Interesting design for the Nerubian ballista.
I will help if I can.
Mature Spider-Man. How do you want a pet? It's amazing to see what the Arathi have been able to achieve in Hallowfall in their years here, with no help from the outside. They'll make strong allies. But their eyes only.
Will I be forgiven?
Final War, Ascension? Not as many answers to questions. We at least have some pieces of the puzzle.
I hear a radiant song.
Were you able to destroy their siege weapons?
We have lost so many.
With those siege weapons destroyed, we're in much better shape. Theron went ahead to light the Dawn Tower with great Kiron. He asked that we meet them there.
Will I be forgiven?
Zerosh. The Nerubians all seem to be taking orders from that siege lord south of here. If we can defeat her, that may turn the tide of this attack. Without a leader organizing the attack, the Arathi may be able to drive back the Nerubians, especially if Farron is able to light this Dawn Tower she spoke of. The longer we delay, the greater damage to the Arathi airships. Go quickly.
We have lost so many.
New trinket? Not great. Oh, that's what it is. The Spelunker's Waning Candle. That's why the candle kind of teleports off into the middle of nowhere sometimes and just floats there. It's the trinket. Well, that's a... Yeah, no, that's a on-use trinket. Never mind, I'm good. I'm good.
Good to see you, champion. I've been tracking this one since it crawled up out of its hole. Look at these Arathi and see my son. I will slaughter every Nerubian in my path to keep them from harm.
I will always try.
With the Nerubian leader defeated, we should be able to leave the defenses to the Arathi.
I thought we agreed you'd stay in Dornogal.
I heard stories of the Arathi. As king... I was curious.
The light of the Dawn Tower. Farron went to light the Dawn Tower. She said it keeps the light of the sacred flame shining upon Hallowfall. Chiron is there as well. It's hard to imagine that any beacon could outshine their star Beladar. But I'm eager to see this new expression of the light. Meet me by the Dawn Tower, and we can see how the sacred flame of the Arathi helps to safeguard these long-lost cousins of mine.
I hear a radiant song.
Touch. Oh, I gotta be on the ground, okay.
Am I needed?
I am ready.
Will I be forgiven?
Cutscene.
It's Beladar, our star. It shifts between the light and this. The Dawn Towers hold back the darkness with the sacred flame, but the light always returns.
The stars are devoured, and they light a candle. You know how this ends, Illyria. Inevitably, the void consumes everything.
Show yourself, monster!
You know where to find me. Deeper in the darkness.
There's a chill in the air. I will scout ahead.
Be careful, Illyria. Farron, watch the outsiders. It's dangerous to travel alone.
Just in time. Beladar has fallen dark for a time, but now we have our own light to hold back the darkness.
If you are lost in darkness, we are here to
Reputation
help.
unlocked. New gloves. Darkness has fallen. We can't rest yet. The light from the tower will hold the worst dangers in the darkness at bay. It's my duty as a lamplighter to keep all the towers blazing. My patrol takes me to Laurel's Crossing by air next. I would welcome you and Anduin at my side for all our sakes.
We carry the flame in
This darkness, how long does it last?
Time is money, friend!
sometimes only moments, sometimes days. We lost so many the first time it turned. We will travel by air. Monsters arise in the darkness.
Hurry back!
You've taken...
To live under constant threat of shadow. How do you do it?
When night falls, the army enacts the shadow curfew. Get inside, get to safety. Incoming! Use the lances on those enemies. Good work. You'd fit in well with us lamplighters. As our numbers dwindle, some find their faith shaken. They turn to the whispers in the darkness. Look out! Here come more of those fiends! A behemoth! Quickly, take it down! Thank goodness. That was a small one. Those monsters can take out a warship. We must hold to our faith in the sacred flame. Ourselves. And in each other if we are to succeed.
Step into the light.
Beladar Shadow! Quickly! Get inside!
Farron, thank the flame. Kobis are raiding Sinna's Yearning. The army went ahead, but...
Say no more. Our new allies and I will go to their aid. Seek shelter immediately.
refilled my water jug. We have reports of large amounts of Cobus gathering towards a layer called the Sinkhole. There are concerns they plan to attack the smaller coast villages when they get the chance. There's a hefty reward for anyone who can go into the Sinkhole and stop whatever they're planning. And stop tracking that. I'm probably going to fly back over to the care package quest. But I guess I could just continue the main quest for now.
Beladar shift in your
Lights
favor.
out. Name's Agor. I try to keep tabs on lamplighters in the field and assess what areas of Hallowfall may be in need of their aid. The Dawn Tower fell dark at Valhan's claim a few weeks ago, based on what's been happening around Hallowfall, probably because of the rising tide of Cobus. Lamplighters, Taynar and Emira, are heading there, but this might be more than even 2 lamplighters together can handle. You meet them there and help them restore the light at Valhan's claim.
May the shadows pass you by.
Okay, I need to go inside. Where's the entrance? There we go.
May Beladar stay in the
Greengrocer?
light.
Hungry and hollow.
If the shadows find you,
You looking for a
call.
great meal? Willing to wade through the mud to get it? Go see Dolena. She'll sort you out. Don't bother trying to convince her to leave that hollow, though. Believe me, we've all tried. Why, someone would leave the safety of the light for that. He seems to do alright, though.
We're all down here together.
Okay, and he doesn't
Beladar
have
shine
anything
on you.
interesting. Is there a book or anything in here? I'ma look. Oh, they're lynx cubs. Because they use giant lynxes for companion pets. Probably mounts also.
We are the warriors of the sacred flame.
Alright, then we got... yeah, that's got us going a handful of different directions. Alright.
Halt, Farron. We secure the village, then rescue the captives.
They'll be dead by then. When shadow falls,
I don't care if Steel Strike thinks I'm reckless. I don't care if I get hurt. I can't let my people die. We've lost too many already. Nerubians to Cobus, to the shadows themselves. Hardly any of us left. How long until there are none? More information about the Cobus. Horrible, violent, and stinky creatures. They've plagued us since the moment we arrived in Hallowfall. We've tried to figure out how intelligent they are. We parley for peace. But every scholar we've sent to study how to communicate with them has ended up dead. Usually dead and eaten. Worse, they seem to wield some kind of necromancy. As if eating us wasn't enough, sometimes they choose to dishonor the memory of our allies even further by raising them to fight against us. I have no idea how they choose which of us to eat and which of us to raise. Raise the strongest, eat the plumpest. Lamplighter's duty.
A beacon in the dark.
Cobus have already been dragging innocent villagers to the shore. They'll drown them and eat them.
Don't give in to fear.
Level 8A.
If you are lost in darkness,
Warband Mentor.
we are here to help.
5% additional experience up to level 80. So, all of my characters from now on will level up 5% faster. Which doesn't sound like much, but it stacks up to 5 times. I mean the Shadow Step one.
I will see you through
Prince of the Dark. Cobus lurk in the shadows of murky water and snatch any who come near, faster than a viper. And that's just when they hunt alone. In numbers, they are a swarm to be reckoned with. They've been a plague on our outskirt villages since the day we arrived. They eat victims alive, given the chance. We must rescue the villagers that have already been dragged.
In my heart, there is fire.
Okay, hold on, because I've got stuff to equip. This first. I don't know what the orb does, but it's a higher item level, so it's better. This is same item level. That's an upgrade. It requires level 80, though. I might as well. I'm not going to use it at any other point for any other character.
I would safeguard my people.
Fickle fiendish fish. Judging by the glint in your eye, you wish to join Farron in this madness. Push into Cobus waters. In the darkness, you are a fool with a death wish. Take as many of those damnable fish out as you can before they drag you into the depths.
We are surrounded by dangers. Soldiers, with me!
Help! I need... I'm more fighter than healer.
Just wait.
But I know first aid.
It's level 78. One. Not good enough. Leather. Not scales. Right, because I'm max level, I now get the new stones. New flight stones. Let's be honest, the way they decide who they raise and who they eat is probably just based on how hungry they are and if the one in question is a necromancer. Gasping, pathetic-looking fish taken from the corpse of a Cobus flops weakly in your hand. Speedy eyes twitch, and you suddenly hear the breathless voice. The recesses of your mind. The water, take me to the water. Away from these Cobus watch wretches. Away from the sky. Oh, do I need to do it at a specific spot? Well, I see skins, and I want skins. Oh, gasping plea will prevent targeted recon. That's the first time I've seen the warning of you will lose the breadcrumb quest. Ooh, more better knowledge. Hurrah. More cooldown for the bait. The name makes me think I might need to be dead. Meaty haunch and follow him. Where do I find a meaty haunch? Might need to buy it from somebody. Might pick it up at the local tavern, something like that.
Welcome, outsider. Pull up a chair. Wait out curfew. The long nights can be hard. Make the most of your day.
I don't see anything.
We will triumph.
Humble pie.
The Empire is forever.
Angler's guide.
In the darkness, we confront our true selves.
A drill staff.
Even in the shadows.
Okay, there's an achievement related to like oral quest or something there. Okay, there's a quest called Targeted Recon here, and I can't pick it up. I have not done whatever I need to do to unlock that quest. So we are going to do side quests instead of main quest. Until we can. Sharpen your knife. I see that. More shadow. Green.
Step
There's more concentrated shadow.
We are the
What
holders
is this?
of hope.
Are these for me?
Find joy in the flame's light.
Here's our sweet roll.
We're all down here together.
I need your help. My whole future's on the line. I came to Lightspark to be an airship captain, and I've put a ton of work to excel here, but my notebook is missing with my final report. I'm top in the class, but if I don't turn it in soon, I won't be our next airship captain. Please help me find it. I left it out by the canyon where we review each other's skiff piloting, but I wasn't there when I checked.
Keep an eye on the dawn towers.
The flame burns for all of us.
Have you seen Safeta's notebook? You think we left her assignment out here? She's always cutting it too close. She's a great pilot, but I hope this doesn't crash her aspirations. My attention has been on lights through the canyon. I saw Edwin come up here. Maybe you picked it up? So many little shadow balls to pick up. Gotta pick them up. You gotta get 2,000 light stones off just piles of shadow on the ground.
There is always hope if we choose.
Greetings, my name's Orin. We've got a whole mess of jaw crawlers came up from underground attacking the crops. Something a rogue like yourself could really help with. Hunger is never far away in Hallowfall, so saving these crops is my priority. If you'd be willing to drive them off for me, I'll be able to focus on my long-term plan to feed people more effectively.
Find joy in the flame's light.
I'm just here to steal your profession knowledge.
sacred flame guide your way, friend.
Oh, it's an Arathi telemancer.
You carry your torch.
Our
you
people
light
are
the
dying.
city.
There's no question we need supplies and reinforcements. Desperately. If I don't open this portal home, who will? If only I had learned before we left home. What about other mages in Hallowfall? Sadly, I'm the only mage left of the Hallowfall expedition. The conjurers of the Priory toy with the arcane, but not truly wield it. I was a mere apprentice when we set out over a decade ago. My masters were core to the mission. Okay, so that puts a little bit of clarity on the timeline. The Arathi have been here for less than 10 years. Never truly wielded it. I was a mere apprentice when we set out over a decade ago. My masters were core to the mission. They were to set up portals back home whenever we arrived at our destination. That way, we'd have a steady flow of supplies and reinforcements. It was a stroke of darkest luck that every single one of them died in the crash. I never learned how to make a portal home. Well, I had a chance. Why can't you make a portal right now? Tell the truth, I've never been any good at teleportation magic. But even if I was a genius, teleportation is complicated. Most often, you have to be at the location in order to learn how to make a portal there. Sometimes a skilled enough master can teach you how to create a portal to somewhere they know, even if you do not. I wasn't able to master the spell before we left the Empire. We didn't think that would matter, given how many other mages came with us. Who could have expected all the others would be lost? What about your research? Nobody else thinks it will work. To be honest, I'm scared to get my hopes up myself. But if it does work, think of the possibilities, the reinforcements, the supplies. People can see their families again. I have a theory. Every living being holds within themselves a memory of where they were born. If I can tap into that information, perhaps I can combine that with more traditional teleportation to teleport people home. I just haven't had the right hook into proper teleportation magic. So these crabs appear. Origin of the crabs. Strange, isn't it? What could be causing this sudden arcane energy? If it only started recently. Something in the water, perhaps? Something these particular crabs are particularly sensitive to? But why now? Magic works in mysterious ways. Crash your dollar on. What? So that's what that quake was? A massive arcane-infused city crashing into the island above? Yes, if some magic residue got into the water, then trickled down here from above. That could certainly be what's affecting the crabs. Fascinating. Arcane trickles. I've almost got it. I'm making a new kind of teleportation spell that to get us back home to the Empire. These crabs might just be the key. They're practically radiating arcane teleportation magic. I need more samples to study. Take this focus. It will let you see traces of the arcane. There aren't many other arcane sources around here, so any you see should lead you straight to the affected crabs.
Beware the shadows.
Oh, no, hold on. No, got it. Gotta drop that one because there's a breadcrumb. There's a breadcrumb. Okay, can't take that one yet. Hold on, he's got a thing to read in his house. Codex of Dimensional Structure. Does he have it in his house? Yes, he does, but I can't read anything. I might have to do his quest before it becomes readable. Oh, well, hold on. No, I moused over something. I moused over something. Where was it? There it is. For reading. Beveler's set over here. Right there. And that's a leatherworking knowledge. There we go. Maxed out the resourcefulness, which still is only 8%, which is rough. Okay, back to the girl's missing final report. Oh, he was downstairs.
We burn brightly together.
Seen Edwin or Sophetta's notebook? Sophetta is missing her notebook and you think Edwin took it? That makes an odd kind of sense. He was in here not long ago. Dipped something in my stew while my back was turned. I bet it was her notebook. He's a sharp one, but what I hear from the structures is that Sophetta is always just ahead of it. He ran upstairs. Perhaps you can catch him.
Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers. We are the holders of hope.
Have you seen Edwin? When he was here a bit ago, he turned in his assignment, then said he was off to talk to Instructor Morgan about something. One odd thing, he smelled like fresh stew. I'm not sure if he spilled something, or if his diligence for his studies keeps him from getting his laundry done. Hasn't in the past, though. This is new.
Don't despair. The shadow senses.
Okay, concentrated shadow is just super everywhere. I don't need to make a big run for trying for it. Behind the house. Did he bury it?
Step into the light.
Did Edwin come through here? Ah, Edwin, you just missed him. He and his friends hang out a lot under the main airship dock. Go check for him there. Let me know if you have any questions about airship engineering. Never mind, I can tell you don't want to talk about engineering.
Stay alert.
In hardship,
Edwin took it?
kindness.
Of course, he desperately wants to be selected as captain. But he knows I'm ahead of the rankings. The only chance is if I can't turn in my report, I have to get up.
Walk in the light.
Hike Club. I'm so tired of Edwin. From the day we all arrived, he's been telling everyone he'll be selected as captain. He's a great flyer, very talented, and he knows his stuff, but his ego gets in the way of treating people as he should. And he knows my grades and flight review scores are higher. If I can't turn in my report, I'll be the next captain. Take it
Don't
back.
despair. The shadows sense it.
In hardship, kindness.
Okay, I didn't get to read it.
Feel the warmth of the sacred
Through in the
flame.
valley, and the wind took it?
Veladar shine on
I
you.
can't believe Edwin threw my report out into the wind. Can you please track down what papers you can find? I'll look for any around the school grounds. You check the valley. This report is already late, but I had some really good insights about airship capabilities. When Headmaster Finch sees them, maybe he'll still allow me to turn it in.
If the shadows find you, call.
could pick it up off the ground, but it gave me an excuse to farm things. Farm for leatherworking. And I see no reason to, not farm for leatherworking. Ooh, hey. I can make something. Let's check what that thing is. I'm just gonna pick the lock, though. Thank you. Thank you. Whoever the devs are that did that, thank you. Finally, some acknowledgement. Yeah, I don't really care about that. I'll vendor that. That's garbage. Oh, I'm fighting the wrong enemies, aren't I? All I know is that I just fought a couple enemies and they didn't give me real leather. And I don't understand. Minutes remaining. Another thing I can create. Awesome. That shouldn't have been on. Broke it. I'll go over there for a rare. Someone in chat's saying they're about to spawn a rare. and I will happily run over and get it. Don't want to be in that. Nice. Thank you, thank you. What was that? This is clearly some end of campaign stuff going on, but I'm not worried about that. I think this is part of his encounter. I think the idea is that we're fighting off his swarm. But maybe it's bugged. Maybe it's just bugged. Right, do I even have the range to hit him from here? I do not. I am rogue. It is fine. I have poisoned him. I have participated. Hopefully he'll drop down to the ground. Yeah! Hurrah. Can't skin him, though.
Feel the warmth of the sacred flame.
I heard that. There it is. Box. It's a toy. It just makes you hold a torch. Okay. I kind of got distracted doing things. And I stopped doing quest stuff.
Outsiders are a welcome surprise.
Something earthy. Oh, another one of you lot. Well, if you want aid, you will need to help. A fresh tarot.
Beladar shine on you.
Well, this mangled tarot. Oh, you tried.
May Beladar stay in the light.
Well, you tried.
We're all
right,
down
I'll
here
come with
together.
you, show you how to do this properly. Climb up. We might as well stock up on tarot. Can't rely on adventurers to do delicate work, I
If the
suppose.
shadows find you, call.
Oh no, not the webbed mining node. Couple more. Last one. I'm after this letter. There we are, right next to that Nerubian. Been a while since I last wrote to you. I am a lamplighter now, making sure the sacred flame persevere and reach dark places. It is up to us to chart Hallowfall, ensure that we are doing whatever we can to fight back the creatures that come crawling out of the shadows. I used to believe in the light of the sacred flame to take care of all of my needs. It was so until I have lost you in the Flash. I had lost you in the Flash. Thankfully, it was then replaced with my faith in the other lamplighters. There is this feeling of people starting to trust each other, and look up to each other rather than think that the flame would come to our aid. Listen to me muttering. Don't get me wrong, the strength to continue. Don't get me wrong, the flame is deep within me. It gives me the strength to continue. I am also starting to understand that it is us, the Lamplighters and the other Arathi, unwilling to give in to the fear. Keep Hallowfall strong. I'll put this letter in a bottle and let the waves or the dark ocean bring it to you. Just saying, they might be hugging. Might not be that they killed each other, they might be hugging. Oh, I have my bait ready. Why, hello, Alley Hope. Why, hello.
There is always hope if
At
we
all of them?
choose
Yes,
to
I
look
have
for it.
harvested your terror. Much better, this will last for a while. Want more to eat, though? You'll need a little more
Keep
help.
an eye on the dawn towers.
Enough garlic. Normally this would do. I'm not so picky. But you're a guest, so we'll need some garlic. I found some growing on a hill not far off. Shouldn't be there, but it is. Too bad Hydra's found it, too.
Walk in the light.
Let's steal garlic from Hydra's. Sure. The further up is up on a cliff. There? Probably up there. Yep. Well, Hydras are an excuse to skip some stuff. So that's always a good excuse. And they drop leather, not scales. You know, isn't... Oh, right. I haven't done the main quests, so the actual fading in and out of the crystal isn't active yet. Okay, that makes sense. I think that's enough.
Don't despair.
There we go. That is enough.
Shadows sense it.
The mysterious chef.
Find joy in the flame's light.
This. All right, now help me finish this.
Walk in the light.
Get to chopping. There is native. Okay, what else do you need me to do? My next task. Just push buttons. I can just push buttons. Okay. So it's just as much about asking questions than anything else. Okay, cool.
In hardship, kindness.
Thanks, stranger. It's nice to have some company to pass the time.
Find joy in the flame's light.
Oh. And an upgrade for that matter. Also, I got the garlic nuts transmog. Nice. Okay, that quest chain is done. That's a delve. Let's go back over here. The runaway scareaway is also something that I need to touch. I get the feeling that some of the breadcrumbs that I'm looking to get, I have to finish the main quest, and then once I get over to the main city, that's whenever it will become available to get the breadcrumbs to go over there. Oh, I can pet something. It's the pet the car achievement again, but cats this time.
Yes?
Runaway scareaway.
Take your lead.
Whoa there. Me and Mags are generally in charge of clearing the sky in this area during our lamplighting route. We don't cull the moths in the area, they start spreading up towards the sky docks and start laying eggs in the machinery of our ships. Unfortunately, we're not as spry as we used to be. You lend a helping hand. They're pretty frail, so they'll squish easily at any high velocity flight, or you can just smack them with an old-fashioned way.
Obey the testament of Merildar.
Torching lights. No matter how many moths we swat, if we don't take care of their eggs, they'll just continue being a problem. Take this firearm, use it to torch some eggs on top of Myers' canopy.
The Empire is forever.
Okay. Are the moths skinnable? No, they're gonna be minor enemies. Done that. Now we can do eggs. That put me in combat. I'm not sure with what, but I'm in combat. Oh, my trinket attacked it. Yeah, they're not even skinnable. It was a good choice to just knock them down. Take them out. And there we go. Burn some moth eggs.
We are the warriors of the sacred
Burn a
flame.
scareaway. Kill one of them and 4 more somehow pop up. Well, this will help. We can take care of the rest.
We are all the Emperor's
You'd think they would
subjects.
learn to stay away from here, yet they always come back.
The Empire's light
I'm
will
lost.
banish the darkness.
Now that the job's done, one thing I've always done this route is muck around for some of the valuables that fall from the docks. As things get moved onto ships, small items can fall off. Sometimes people chunk them for luck or enrage, and the like. But some of these items have memories in them. Things so precious that losing it might as well be losing part of your heart. If you could help me look, I'd be grateful.
Take your leave.
Sure. Are they in the mushroom people? They appear... Okay, they're not just in the mushroom people. Okay, these ones you are properly requiring herbalism. Unlike the ones that earlier that required skinning. Okay, the drop rate for mementos is not great. Therefore Or I will be looking for pickups instead. Like that one. Rusted torch. Tarnished compass. 3 copper. Five copper. Two copper. A knotted aviator scarf. Copper. Couldn't even give it to skinnable enemies, man. Had to give it to a bunch of plant people. Small hilt. Took it. I don't see junk in here. Oh, wait. That was the cave with the, shadow trinket, wasn't it? Back to enemies just doing a ton of damage. Broken bracelet. Oh, wait. There's still one more. Lush links.
The Emperor rewards the faithful.
That's quite a haul. Take a few of these with you. Perhaps you find the owner of them. Okay.
We are all the Emperor's subjects.
Okay, so that's a, that's something. That's something. I don't know what. But she gave us a couple objects to hand over to some people. More skinnable things. Hurrah. My poison's almost up also. I need 50 leather. Yeah, I need 50 leather for the hide shapers cover. I could pick up the pages I want off the ground, but not going to. $50 leather isn't as bad as it sounds. It's still a lot of leather, but it's not as bad as it sounds. I'm out of the quest zone. Now I'm just fighting random enemies for the sake of skinning. Move these down because my my crafting reagents are starting to overflow too much. I might actually just have to pick up the pages because these animals aren't respawning very quickly. Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere with the quest. I guess I'll start picking up the pages. Oh, my poisons fell off. I did say it was gonna happen soon. I'm almost at 50 leather. That's 50 leather. This is garbage now.
Outsiders are a
Like
welcome
we found all the
surprise.
pages. I really wish this looked better. I'm honestly ashamed to turn it in. If Headmaster Finch will even let me. But we have to try.
Don't despair.
A
The
principal
shadows
principle.
sense it.
Great work gathering these up. I found a few flowing around up here. So I think we've got all the pages. Let's get this to Headmaster Finch. He's probably in the classroom. I sure hope he accepts it. He says he doesn't accept late work, but there were a lot of extenuating circumstances at play here. If he doesn't, I'll be reporting to Edwin as my captain. I'm not sure I could do that.
If the shadows find you, call.
All the Arathi treasure hoards popping up around. Nope, gotta learn the layout of the tavern.
We are the holders of hope.
We tried our best. No. We have to keep trying.
Keep an eye on the Dawn Towers.
Outsiders are a welcome surprise.
I'd really benefit from your perspective. On one hand, rules are rules. Protect fairness. I don't bend or break them. Yet, Sopeta is one of the best students I've seen. Doesn't matter. If I start making exceptions, how can I be sure? The only fair thing to do would be... Well, excuse me. There are multiple options. First is to accept her report because it was another student sabotaging her. Or to completely remove the other student from the school and fail them. Even then, I don't think that would be truly fair. And there's always exceptions. There's always exceptions to everything. A law that is absolute in all circumstances is normally an unjust law. I'm kind of on this one. But it was someone else's fault. This will determine the next Arathi airship captain. I know this is just going to be a visual change. It would only be fair.
Walk in the light. May Beladar stay in the light.
Roberta has been a phenomenal student. Honestly, I am too close to the situation to make that decision without bias, but it was too nuanced to reject without consideration. As an outsider, I know your decision wasn't colored by months, but these students, so I trust your judgment.
Keep an eye on the Dom Towers.
Airship captain's cloak. Okay. But I have the chicken. I have the chicken back and the target back. Oh, and I also have the hat back. This back. That back. That one. Like there's so many different things you could put on your back now that just a rather basic cloak isn't that interesting. Yeah, delve. Why is it not letting me fly? Why is it not? Oh, there we go. Because I'm lagging out, that's why. That's why. Well, apparently there's ongoing issues with the login system. So, I might just have to take a break for a little while. Which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I guess I'll just have to take a break for a little while. Alright, I will be back later, whenever they sort out this problem. So for now, thank you, and enjoy.